Hey friends, and welcome back to my channel, Organized with Joy. For today's video, this is my monthly Declutter with Me video, and as always, this is an open collaboration. So if I have friends joining me this month, I will have a playlist linked in my description box below. But you might be wondering, Joy, why are you back in your laundry room? I thought you weren't going to be showing everything you decluttered each month. That's because I thought so too. I thought it would slow down, but this month, for whatever reason, I have a lot more than I ever expected getting rid of when I'm not actively decluttering. So let me show you everything I decluttered for this month and why it's leaving my home. Okay, so first up is a bedding set. It is a quilt and two shams. These used to be on my youngest son's bed, but we did buy him some new bedding. It was time. I believe this bedding is probably 4 years old, maybe 5 years old. So I did purchase him some new bedding. Next up, I have two drape panels that I replaced. These were in my kitchen nook, and they have some stains on them that have not been able to come out. And actually, when I tried to wash these drapes and remove the stains, not only did the stains not come out, but the drapes kind of shrunk. So I have finally decided to just go ahead and replace these. The other day when I was switching up some pillows in my living room, I came across this pillow, and I just have decided that I'm not a huge fan of word art. I think I've talked about this on my channel before in the past, but when I came across it, I guess I just decided that I'm done with this. I think I might have even displayed it this fall. It says Gather. It's kind of like a fall-ish Thanksgiving time pillow. But when I saw it, I was just ready to let it go. I have several articles of clothing. I have a pair of shoes, which I purchased a new pair of like street tennis shoes, I guess you could say, like casual tennis shoes, that I replaced these. And then these three items you might have seen in a recent day in the life video. I replaced these items as well, two shirts and a pair of pants. And then this sweater, actually, I recently noticed has a pretty big hole in the sleeve. It's probably because I wore this sweater mostly as kind of a robe in the mornings when I was cold. So I guess over time it just got this hole in it. So I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of that. I did find a couple of things in my desk that I decided to part with. One is some old headphones, and I usually like to keep backup headphones just in case my current ones break. However, I know that the reason I replaced these is because one of them just quit working altogether, so only one earbud works. And I just decided I'm not going to keep this around just in case. And then this is a remote for if you set your camera up connected to the ring light, and you can set it up so that you can, I guess, take a picture or maybe start and stop the video with this remote. I do not foresee myself using that, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get rid of that. I also have a book that I finished. My parents let me take this. I went up to see them. Actually, I got this book when I went up to see them last winter, so a year ago, and I finally finished reading it, but my mom said I could just pass it along whenever I was done with it. This was a really good and inspiring book. It's called Enough: Discovering Joy Through Simplicity and Generosity. So it was definitely very inspiring. It's by Adam Hamilton, in case anybody's interested. Next up, I have three. I have 3 paint samples. I said 4 because I purchased 4. I kept the one color that I actually chose for my living room. If you missed it, I did do a little living room makeover where I painted my living room, and these are the 3 colors that I did not choose, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get rid of them. Next up, I have a couple of things from my kitchen, and first is this coffee grinder. I grind my own beans for my coffee, and this one was really frustrating me because it kept getting clogged, and I would have to like take a knife and scrape inside there to get all of the leftover coffee particles. And I was a little bit concerned that this would be problematic with most coffee grinders, but the new one that I got, I absolutely love it. I've been using it for a couple of weeks now, and it definitely does not have this same problem. So it was an issue with this particular coffee grinder. So I'm gonna go ahead and let this go since I replaced it. Lastly, y'all, I have to say goodbye to my Instant Pot. Okay, I'm gonna set it down because it's heavy. So it was a while back that the release valve just totally popped off, and my husband was able to get it back on there so that it would work sometimes. But I would have to make sure that it was pushed down really hard so that it would like stay in place. And again, it was just problematic. I don't want to have to deal with that. I actually haven't replaced my Instant Pot. I've been thinking about getting a Ninja Foodie instead, but I don't have any sort of slow cooker either. So I would like to replace this device because it would be nice to have something other than just my oven to cook things in. But currently I have not even replaced it yet. But the last time I tried to use it, it was very frustrating. I was trying to cook a roast, and you know, those take quite a while even in an Instant Pot. And I turned it on and then went and did some other things, and I came back to check on it and it was not cooked at all. So it was very frustrating. Okay friends, that is all I have for this month's declutter with me. Like I said, I didn't anticipate having a whole pile of stuff to share with you that I've decluttered this month, but it's basically just things that are either broken or I've replaced. I don't know if you noticed that trend with today's declutter with me items. But it is a good way to stay on top of keeping your home decluttered, is making sure you're getting rid of things when you're replacing them. Or I know with my clothes, I like to do the one in, one out rule, and it really does help minimize clutter in your home. But I really appreciate you watching this video all the way until the end, and don't forget to check out the playlist for even more decluttering motivation, and I will see you next time. Bye.